So this is part 2. So I knew this. So I'm thinking like, this guy could have come on my channel and seen my video, but instead he goes to the other guy's channel. Now let's be honest here though, something that happened in between that. I'd made a video about Travis Gotti, in which I said like, hey, you can't be really too pissed off at Travis Gotti, 78, because at the end of the day, I think he's actually taking your format, and I find him funny. And it is true. And the reason why I actually did that, I felt that, you know, imitation is the best form of flattery. One of the best videos I ever saw of 78 was when he did that bang, bang, bang thing. I still think about that sometimes and I still laugh. And when I watched Travis Gotti for the first time, regardless of the gun and everything like that, I found him really hilarious. I still think the guy is, I think he's gifted. That's just me. I think he's irritating, but I just really think he's gifted. I think that he is, he is sort of like a different kind of zone. He's a humorous, hilarious kind of zone. Honestly, that's how I saw it. But people will see Zone a particular kind of way. And I like Zone. It's just that I really bang head with Zone because Zone reminds me of an African. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I fuck with Zone. That's why I give him a hard time on that. Zone reminds me of somebody from my father's town. But fuck it, he's an African American. End of the day, so Travis Scotty reminds me of he's very funny. And I'm thinking, why the fuck is everybody so upset at this guy? I think he's very clever. I can understand though that he would irritate people to the core, but come on, man, this guy is fucking gold. You know, it is what it is. So, and I'd heard about him from different various sources, you know what I'm saying? But I'd made a video about that, and then I made another video in 78. In actuality, honest to God, I just wanted to make it like, he was talking about Adrian Broner and he didn't want to, and I thought like, but wait, you and I, you know what? I just want to find some common ground. Though you and I both thought that Bradley won this fight. Garcia says the same thing. Why would you dismiss that fight outright? He just wrote to me like, blah, 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 good day, boom. Oh, okay. Like I said, Jay-Z to Cameron, fuck it. Even though I'm older, you understand me? It is what it is. All right. And then he goes on this guy Jesus' channel, starts putting a battery in his back. So I read that thing and I knew it. And I swear to God, man, me and Jesus, we'd squash the damn thing. It was all good. Ask him if you don't believe it. I was actually quite happy. Okay, fine, now I could just leave the whole fucking thing alone. Then I think to myself, you know what, man? I remember a video by Ashley Knuckles. If anybody's talking about guns being brought out and maybe I'm acting like a fucking sissy, that's not the point here. Let's just keep it on point. There's a guy who brought guns out and it was very educational. What happened here was kind of different. You have to look at the context. That's what I was saying. All right? Now, I was just about to make that video. Yes, I'd made that video, but I thought maybe I shouldn't put it out. Then I go on my subs, and then I see 78 Sports TV and Blood Boxing back to business. And I just knew it there and then that this guy had done this shit deliberately. I'd seen it coming. You understand me? And they went out of their way to label fucking Sean Newton the worst racist that ever lived. We don't like Sean Newton. Sean Newton is, well, you know what? We don't like him, yeah, but we can tolerate him. You understand me? And because of that, you're going to start formulating all sorts of fucking lies. He's a fucking racist. He's this, he's that. So, listen, if anybody created some of the problems that we have, Blood Boxing is the last one to talk. And anybody who says otherwise is a fucking liar. Blood Boxing recently said, what did he say? That we can't hate Zone 6. You know, he uses racial references too. Jay Sue said that, yeah, you know, when the trolls come on his fucking channel, they use all this welfare thing. When I was beefing with fucking Zone 6, Blood Boxing said something. Well, people are calling Zone 6 a coon. Why? Because he's got a job. I mean, what the fuck do you mean by that? So any black man who's got a job is supposedly a coon, and the people that are beefing with him or have a problem with him, you understand me? They don't have jobs? What the fuck are you saying? Now, I don't want to get upset on this fucking video, but this is just one One of the many things I heard Blood Boxing say, and all of a sudden he's the most pro-black motherfucker you ever saw in your life. Are you fucking kidding me? And I didn't even attack him on that. Anti-government. You know, I thought he was libertarian or something. I told him that maybe he should run as a Republican. I mean, everybody, like, all of a sudden, yeah. And I don't understand the problem you have with it. Everything was just very, very confused. Very, very confused. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because they're one way, and then one way. You know, 78 too, talking about, I mean, 78 said so much fucking shit. He didn't help the fucking cause at all. Yeah. I listened to this guy. Oh, and who were they referring to? Who were they referring to when they say people bought subs? Tell me it's not Dante. When they kept on yakking on about, or Ego. When they kept on yucking on about people buying subs, or people buying, now it could be somebody else, but we all, you know, oh, Ego stealing his stuff, and all of a sudden everything's good. Okay? Those guys do not answer back. That's the thing. They don't fuck with anybody's channel. You understand me? Alright? We had, listen, you, the people that were on these guys' channels, Blood Boxing went on to Precise Presenter's channel. Alright? When he made that video about Pacquiao and wrote, oh, now I'm convinced. I'm going to go watch the fight again. Maybe, like, you're convinced what? That Pacquiao won? You understand me? Based on what Precise Presenter put together? That's what he wrote there. All these guys are filling up Precise Presenter. I couldn't understand it. You know? Now, I couldn't stand Thunderdome too, because Thunderdome, you know, but hey, all of them have got their, you know, I don't understand that. Everybody, the only one that I could, you know, only people that were repping all areas. And that's why I made videos. I have made videos to Zone 6. Thank God for Zone 6. Thank God Casino. Thank God for Jay Tonek. Because Jay Tonek goes everywhere. Jay Tonek is immune to all the bullshit. Jay Tonek will be on Billy C's, the first person on Billy C's stream calling him fucking Jeremy, whatever, Ron Jeremy. And I'm like, man. And then 78 puts this, I think I'm rambling a bit. But anyway, bottom line is this, right? So they have this thing, and I listen to it, and I can just tell, like, this guy, man. You know, you just delete. I saw what you wrote. You didn't respond. You knew what you were going to do. You and Blood Boxing. You understand me? And then you're going to tell me, yeah, and we all remember what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like these people were angels. Are you fucking kidding me? All right. So I listened to it, and then I thought, you know what? Maybe I should let it go. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's okay to bring guns out. And then I thought, nah. What 78 did here is a fucking disgrace. And to be honest, a lot of shit has gone down. And a lot of it is what I've been expressing in my videos. You understand me? It's been a long time coming. And maybe, you know, when I think about it now, maybe you know. And then he's telling me I go savage. And you know, this is what I don't like about 78. 78 would turn it into a race thing whenever it suits him. Then he would turn it into a race thing. The first fucking time I actually wrote something to 78, he turned it into a race thing, telling me to go serve my masters. Just because I said, like, listen, man, at the end of the day, if you don't agree with fucking Ben Thompson, don't be saying that you're going to fucking slap him, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but, you know, maybe I was just too opinionated. And say, oh, go serve your masters. You know, what the fuck are you talking about? He always turns it into a race shit in his favor when it suits him. And everybody else is a coon when they don't agree with him. But when it's him, oh, you playing the race card because you supporting, man, you supporting Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You should be unbiased. And then he turns it into a race thing in his favor, talking about black fighters not getting a good deal with Bob Arum. Only he's allowed to determine when he's racial and when he's not. All right? So I'm thinking like this guy, man. This is why I said there's contradictions, and I never use the word hypocrisy. That's got nothing to do with it. But he's all over the fucking place, and he's feeding a fucking frenzy. And he's taking subliminal shots at me. I've seen them, you know what I'm saying? I know what they are, you know. So it is what it is. So when the situation came to a head, I just had enough. You know what I'm saying? I just had enough because, honest to God, especially when you're trying to like somebody, and they're just fucking acting like, yeah, they can just do what they like. And all of a sudden, they put a battery in somebody else's back when they could just tell the guy, like, listen, you know, why was that even fucking necessary? Because they pull a gun on you? Do you think it's okay? This is not a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. Somebody else thinks it's a good thing. It's militant, fine. How is that a good fucking thing? How does that look good for black people? As a whole, when we are judged en masse. That's what I'm saying. But nobody gives a fuck. Oh, I'm a fucking coon. I went after Sean Newton continuously. My video's legendary. I just didn't go after Thunderdome because I don't fucking care about fucking Thunderdome. I didn't go after somebody else. You understand me? You know what I mean? Because he didn't fuck with me. But I was thinking he was gonna fuck with me, but he didn't. You understand me? But yeah. So it is what it is. And that's how the whole fucking thing went down, and that's why we were in the situation we are today. And everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Oh yeah, 78, yeah, 78, yeah, 78. And I'm thinking, like, you know what? Yeah. But at the same time, you're not going to fucking destroy my reputation to me in the process. Fuck you. Fuck you. Even if I had 2 subscribers, that's not going to happen. Because this is about the principle of the thing. And you're not going to start treating everybody in sort of fucking intelligence with a bunch of bullshit and trying to manipulate people at your whim. And that's what I believe he was doing. And I don't care. And anybody who's got a problem with my channel, who thinks I'm still a coon, I made a video to Dream Chaser. Listen to that video, and that thing applies to you. I'm going to take just about every other video down, except probably these 3 or 4, I don't know, that are relevant to this matter. But apart from that, unless somebody really calls me out in a real disgusting kind of way, I'm going to go away, and hopefully you'll see me, well, maybe you won't, in a year or so, or maybe more, because I want to learn Spanish, and or maybe less. I need to keep away. So, it is what it is. I'll be watching channels, and I see a lot of things, and I got a good memory. So when somebody says stuff, don't think I'm going to forget. I won't. It's not in my nature. You know? I wish I could be like JT or Casino or all these people who just leave things alone. But it's not in my nature. You know? So I want to thank you all. I don't expect you to see my side, but it is what it is. And goodbye.